Our sufficient selves, a prayer of St. G. A trout of speckled camouflage darts in the shallows, a gecko on a rock barely seen, a deer in trees, a man in his own skin. As in the aftermath of slavery, half slave, half free. And now there are not sufficient years to come full free, an unformed man, and finds himself unintact, so that the thinking is twisted, the walk uncertainly habitual, the tongue too glib. It is a hiding place, but not from you, all-knowing. Is it sufficient to disclose myself to you, no other? We are misguided by the psychotherapeutic world and lost the soul of inquiry and repentance, plunged towards self-esteem and posturing of empty shells. We fear the light. The light is of your wisdom, a wisdom come by knowledge of your doings and your aspect. For we need not know all words of your infinite thought, and cannot explore the passionate emotions of God from our shaky perch. So it is that prayer is given to us, to earnestly inquire of you, entreat, and be a beggar of the soul and spirit. We try to be devout. We are imprecise, for your spirit is not known to us, but we are fully known to you. We cherish long friendships upon the earth, while you, in far eternity, knew us before we came to be, but were in your mind, and more so, in your innermost being. Yours calls to ours, and what is willed is to be accomplished. But it is more than this. We are looked upon as newborn to a mother, and yet then had no personhood. Even now we are so incomplete, but believe that our sufficient self is seen in you complete. All knowledge is based on our creation in your image. It is intended to enter the actual life of man, giving practical bearings to us. We know you and are known in the Shemitic sense, conscious of the reality and the properties of something interwoven with our lives through the closest intercourse and communion. Thus our union is said in marriage terms. We now darkly see our wives, but then fully as to you. To know goes far beyond the intellectual sphere, but is a sympathetic absorption in the character of another. Jehovah chose Israel in a most affectionate determination. The people are to passionately search after the perfections of your divine nature. We project ourselves into you. We are to defend against Israel's one great adultery, that Israel does not know and does not care to know the Lord. In the future life, we will have consummate possession of each other and a congeniality of continuous life together. As against the concept of the endless perfectibility of human nature, Christians live. The world's faith is an optimism in which thrives amidst the most discouraging circumstances, impervious to discouragement, resilient in apparent defeat, but is, after all, a faith in man. We are to live our faith with you alone as its object. Though acclaimed from the rooftops, this optimism of theirs cannot overcome the world, because its only resources are in the world itself. And Jesus says to us, I have overcome the world, so that we believe that you are overcoming our insufficiencies and love our weaknesses as they are lifted up to you in worship.